Xbox has grown beyond anything we could have imagined, and it's not just in first-party games, it's about the product as a whole. And it's something that people questioned for years when it came to Xbox. Could they turn a profit with Game Pass? Is the console really selling? Are their games even making money? Those are the questions that got utterly smashed by Xbox. Let's get into how Xbox has completely shut up all of the critics. Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to be notified on future content, make sure to hit that small little bell icon. It helps out the channel a lot. Alright, let's get into this earnings report that really did quiet a lot of the criticisms that Xbox has been getting for a very long time. From people saying the platform isn't profitable, to Game Pass isn't sustainable, all the way to their hardware just isn't selling. All those very dumb accusations that had no numbers behind them, and it was just negative attention being thrown Xbox's way for no apparent reason. Now, don't get me wrong, this was something that was happening for a very long time, especially when you look at the Xbox One console generation. That's when it all started, and that same energy and thinking has bled over to what's happening this generation. Yet people don't understand that Xbox is a completely different brand now. They're a completely different company and have completely different leadership running them now. And these amazing earnings show that all the decisions they've done the last couple of years shows they made a lot of great changes that truthfully needed to happen, because we all know how bad the Xbox One generation was, and we all know now how good the Series X generation is. Here's what's said in the article and the earning reports directly from Microsoft. Xbox hardware sales spike 172% as Microsoft reports $3.7 billion in quarterly gaming revenue. Microsoft fiscal fourth quarter earnings report mostly contained good news for the Xbox department. While 2021's slow release calendar has created a sluggish market for third-party games, Xbox reported continued growth on hardware sales and Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. Overall, gaming revenue rose by $357 million, an 11% increase year over year to $3.7 billion. Hardware revenue grew by 172% due to continued high demand for the new Xbox Series X and S. Content and services revenue was down 4%, or $128 million. Now that 4% is largely due to a lot of games being delayed from the third-party front, much like the article mentioned there. You know, the pandemic and everything really hurt a lot of third-party developers and a lot of games in general. That's why we're seeing a lot of people postpone their games into 2022. We just saw it with Forbidden West. That's what's happening on Sony's end. We saw it with Halo getting delayed. We saw it with a lot of games just being quiet and not talking about them because, you know what? That delay hurt them. So the first thing, though, that I want to talk about is the 172% sales spike that Microsoft is reporting. That's something that's pretty insane when you think about it, because like I've said before, Xbox has one huge problem, and they still need to combat that problem, and that's the bad energy that's followed them from the Xbox One generation into this generation. When the new Series X launched, they had to make it clear this is a new Xbox, and they'll have new games and quality products from here on out. And seeing that the gaming revenue rose $357 million, which is an 11% increase on the new generation launch, says they've gone all out and are trying to show gamers that they're a different company. I mean, that's a $3.7 billion increase year over year. Talk about a huge profit margin. But for me, the biggest thing has to be about the hardware revenue spiking up. Now, of course, this was going to happen with a new piece of hardware like the Series X and S coming out, which makes me laugh because for the longest time, people would say you don't need an Xbox because they have PC and that's it. And all their games are not exclusive to that one single box, so no one's going to ever buy it. Now, knowing some people play PC because they love PC and some people play console because they love consoles, and there's a lot of people that love playing on both, like me, because you know what? Gaming is gaming no matter where you are. So it actually makes it better I play on the Xbox platform because I can change between the two platforms and I'm always connected to the Xbox ecosystem no matter where I'm at, because it's great for me. So having a PC actually makes me want to have an Xbox console even more because my games can transfer to whichever platform I'm at. I get my achievement points on them and I get to play with my friends no matter what. Talk about a win-win for gamers. That's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of the Xbox ecosystem. They completely open their platform so more people can join it. Oh, and to top this all off, Xbox has sold about 6.5 million Series X and S consoles, which is said right here by Z Huge. We estimate that the Xbox Series X S total sell-in was 6.5 million as of June 30th, 2021, compared to our estimate of 5.7 million for Xbox One and 5 million for Xbox 360 in the same time frame. Supply for Xbox Series XS improved in the past quarter, with hardware revenue up 20% quarter over quarter. Oh, and this is what Satya, the Microsoft CEO, had to say about the new consoles. We're all in on games. The Xbox Series S and X are our fastest selling consoles ever, with more consoles sold life to date than any previous generation. Huh. Isn't that funny? The Series X and S are the fastest selling consoles in Xbox's history, after everyone jumping down Xbox's throat and attacking them for putting their games on multiple platforms and saying they killed their consoles off. Those people sound extremely foolish now, don't they? It's as if opening their platform up and expanding their reach actually helped them grab new customers. And this is far better numbers than, of course, the Xbox One generation, but to my surprise and to a lot of people's surprise, it's better numbers than the Xbox 360 era, where a lot of people thought that was the golden age of Xbox. For me, I never thought that, because Xbox didn't have a lot of first-party studios pumping out games for them. I truly think that we're currently in the golden age of gaming and in the golden age of Xbox right now. They have games coming out almost every single week for the rest of the year, and Game Pass is a huge reason for that, which is something that Microsoft reports on again right here. Microsoft has also reported that subscribers to its Xbox Game Pass service exhibit much higher overall engagement than non-subscribers, playing 30% more genres and 40% more games while spending 50% more on the hobby. The Q4 fiscal report notes an unspecified amount of growth in Xbox Game Pass subscriptions as well, though Microsoft continues to keep quiet about the actual numbers. The last time we heard anything about specifics was January, when Microsoft reported there were 18 million subscribers on Game Pass. Would you look at that? Game Pass has also seen a lot of growth and has also shown that gamers on the service actually spend more money and time on games. Who would have thought that if you're in an ecosystem playing games and having fun playing new games you would have never played before, you would take a shot and buy more games that you think, hey, this can actually suit my needs. That's great to see, and seeing that we've only heard about the 18 million subscribers since January shows that Xbox is waiting to see a big jump once they get their first-party AAA games into the service. Games like Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite, massive games that will change the landscape and how we see Game Pass in general. And I've also heard that they want to hit 30 million subscribers before they make another announcement. Now, I could be wrong, and that's probably just a rumor, so don't take my word for that. Not to mention that in April, there was about 23 or 24 million subscribers in a rumor going around about Game Pass as a whole. So after E3 and all these big games coming out, not to mention the word of mouth that Bethesda is Xbox exclusive from now on, that will start to change the way people take Game Pass, and it'll start to change the way how many people subscribe to it. Because once you start seeing Halo Infinite in there, Forza Horizon, Redfall, and all these other big games that they talked about launching in there in the next year, you're going to see Game Pass take an uptick. And you're going to also see things like Back 4 Blood and all these other big third-party games going in there really make a change in how Microsoft really pushes Game Pass even more. Because of this, it's obvious that Xbox has completely shut up the critics, and they have no more excuses to make about why they are so critical about the platform. It's over. Xbox is truly having a great generation, and will continue to do so as long as they keep doing what they're doing. And as gamers, we're the ones that will get to benefit from this. That's the whole point that I always try to say in my videos, and I always try to say to everyone. Xbox is really being consumer friendly. I get to play my games no matter where I am. I get to get my achievements no matter where I am, and I'm really enjoying my experience this generation with Xbox more than I did any other generation. And I enjoyed Xbox One. I had a lot of great launch games with Rise, Titanfall, and all these other games that I really enjoyed. And as the generation went on, I can see that they were really changing things up, especially when Phil Spencer took over. That's what I love to see. I want to see them change, improve, listen to gamers, and give us exactly what we want, which are high fidelity games, high quality games, and put them on Game Pass, because man, that came out of nowhere and it's turned into the darling of the gaming world. So Xbox is going to continue to do this, and I honestly see them continually shutting up critics as they come along, because so far every single narrative they brought out has been utterly squashed by Xbox, and they have the numbers to prove that it's been absolutely destroyed. So let's see if this generation keeps going on, and I want to know what you think about this. Are you happy with this generation on Xbox? Do you think we'll see even more growth on the platform? Is Game Pass a huge reason this is happening, or is it the superior hardware they have over the competition? Could Bethesda be the deciding factor this generation, or will games like Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon, and Starfield give Game Pass the boost that they want to see? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So last month in July, I had about 3,000 achievement points, a little over that. So I had a bunch of you hitting me up on Twitter, hitting me up on Xbox, talking about where you guys were that month, and I had a lot of fun with that. I think that's awesome. Trust me, I don't know if I'm going to hit 3,000 or even 1,000 this month. I just played a lot of games in July. I had a lot of fun. I was going through some games on Game Pass, just having fun, grabbing as many as I can. I was playing strategy games, first-person shooter games, adventure games, you name it, I probably played it. And it was a lot of fun because I was playing little AA games also. I don't just want to play AAA all the time. I don't want these big, grandiose games every single week. I like playing smaller games, getting cool things, playing them, getting new experiences, and I love seeing what everybody else is playing. With that said, please tag me on Twitter, show me what gamer score you got for the month because it's a lot of fun. Currently, I'm playing Valhalla, Far Cry 5, and this game called Space Hulk Deathwing, which is a Warhammer 40k game. It's freaking insane. I recommend you check it out. But let me know what you're playing. Go down below. Are you playing a small game, bigger game? Are you waiting for something on Game Pass? Or are you waiting for Hades like I am? Go down below and let me know. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching. And until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.